Hello, and thank you for joining our virtual Student Award ceremony. I am Dr. Tina Richardson, Chancellor of the Penn State Lehigh Valley campus. Though we were not able to meet in person for this ceremony, we wanted to recognize the hard work and dedication of our students. Acknowledging their outstanding achievements was of greatest importance to us. So we found a way to celebrate a bit differently. First, welcome to our award recipients, and to your family, friends, and our faculty and staff watching tonight. Students, last August, when we were just beginning the academic year, none of us could have known a global pandemic would move our classes, commencement, and events like this to remote delivery. This crisis forever shifted our world and put many unforeseen obstacles in your path. But you, this group, not only moved forward, you conquered, you achieved, you thrived. You are an inspiration to all of us, as is our student marshal and MC for this evening, Sachel Mendoza. The student marshal is selected for his or her outstanding academic achievements and contributions to student life. Sachel definitely has much to offer. As a non-traditional student, she earned a Bachelor's of Arts in Corporate Communications, her third degree in 5 years. Sachel was a very active member of Lambda Pi Eta, the Communications Society, Lunchbox Ladies Advisory Council, and a marketing specialist for Nittany News. She also contributed countless volunteer hours through her work with the Student Government Association. During her time at Penn State, she worked in the healthcare field as a home health aide and a pharmacy technician while earning scholarships and making the dean's list every semester. Certainly an impressive string of achievements.
Thank you, Dr. Richardson, for those kind words. I'm proud to be a part of the virtual Student Award ceremony for this evening. I'd first like to introduce our keynote speaker, Dr. Beth Mahalik. Dr. Mahalik is an assistant professor of corporate communications and internship coordinator here at Penn State Lehigh Valley. She is also an award-winning teacher and scholar and was recognized with Penn State Lehigh Valley's Teaching Excellence Award in 2019 and the 2018 Award for Outstanding Contribution in Outreach and Community Service. Dr. Mahalik was also selected in 2019 as a prestigious Fulbright Specialist.
Greetings, my name is Beth Mahalik and I am an assistant professor of corporate communication here at Penn State Lehigh Valley. And it's my honor to be able to share some thoughts with you on this crazy, unexpected, but still celebratory moment. When I was first asked to be part of this conversation and this celebration to honor our best and brightest students, it was February, and the world hadn't turned upside down. And so I reflected and thought about some of the words that mean most to me. And one of my favorite words for 2020, picked January 1st before everything, was resilient. And I don't think, even with the foresight of all that we've been through in these past few months, I could have picked a stronger word. And so I want to think about that idea of resilience in light of two important philosophers that I think of as touchstones in my own personal, professional, and academic lives. The first is Aristotle. And in his Ethics, that he describes to be a virtuous citizen in the polis, he writes of excellence. And for Aristotle, excellence isn't to be the best, the number one, the most, but to work day in and day out in the pursuit of excellence and knowledge, to be better than we were the day before, to be contributing citizens to our communities and our world, and to make a positive impact in whatever ways we can. My second touchstone, as anyone might know me, is a modern day storyteller, a troubadour, an entertainer, and an entrepreneur. That's Mr. Jimmy Buffett. And in one of his most recent songs from the early 2000s, he wrote about Hurricane Katrina. But what stuck with me in his lyrics from the song of the same name is the idea that we need to breathe in, breathe out, and move on. And so in this time of struggle and chaos, we need to look for those moments, those touchstones that remind us to be excellent, to give to others, to be resilient, and ultimately to breathe in, to breathe out, and to move on in ways that benefit our families and our friends, our communities and the world, in ways that are meaningful and powerful. And so I want to leave you with those ideas of resilience, excellence, and breathing in and moving on, so that tomorrow and next year, when we celebrate these wonderful achievements and the continued achievements and accomplishments of our students, that we can look back and say, look how far we've come. Congratulations to everyone who was recognized in this ceremony. I look forward to seeing you all when the world turns back on its axis to the correct ways. And I would encourage you to be active, to use your voices, to use your votes, and to make this world bigger and better when we hit the reset. Congratulations.
Thank you, Dr. Mahalik. And now we're going to take a look at Penn State Lehigh Valley students with outstanding academic excellence. Our faculty and staff are a big part of student success here at Penn State Lehigh Valley. Many are joining us now and excited to announce our campus and university awards.
This year's chemistry award goes to Josiah Johnson, who maintained the highest average in both first and second semester general chemistry lecture and lab. Josiah could always be counted on to answer a question when everyone else was silent. It was a pleasure to teach him, and I look forward to hearing about his future successes. Thank you, Josiah.
The Penn State Lehigh Valley Biology Award recognizes a sophomore majoring in biology who achieved a cumulative GPA of 3.5 or above and displays a strong ability for scientific writing, scholarship, and a talent for research. He or she also demonstrates initiative, independence, and the ability to design and carry out experiments while providing service to the department. The biology faculty at Penn State Lehigh Valley agreed that Vinay Singh should receive this year's award. Our reasoning is that he is one of a few students to have completed all 4 biology core courses, and he has done so with excellent grades. In addition, in Biology 220W, he participated in the Spotter and Lanternfly project, testing double-stranded RNA for potential gene silencing. And in Biology 230W, completed research which questioned the use of fatty acids in inhibiting the human host response to bioimplants. He served as a Biology 3 peer instructor for 2 semesters, and in Biology 230W, assisted many of his peers with needed statistical analyses, which was during the COVID crisis. In both of these roles, he helped many other biology students succeed. Congratulations, Vinay.
The Outstanding Student in Rehabilitation and Human Service Award is presented to the senior who demonstrates outstanding performance in the major. It is my pleasure to announce that Anna Tejeda is this year's award winner. Anna's compassion and commitment to helping others was evident in her prevention work throughout her internship this past spring. She worked diligently to help educate the community on addiction and the opioid crisis. There is no doubt that Anna's excellent classroom performance will continue as she pursues a Master's of Social Work at Marywood University this fall. We are confident that Anna will make a difference in her community, and we wish her the best of luck.
I'm happy to announce that this year's HPA Student Achievement Award goes to Brian Perch. Brian served as a mentor in our campus's Adult Learner Mentor Program, where he assisted fellow military veterans as they transitioned into student life. Brian also maintained a straight A average during his time at Penn State, and he was active in undergraduate research. In 2019, he won first and second place in 2 separate group entries at the Penn State Regional Research Symposium competition. One of his projects studied secondary exposures to the opioid epidemic. The results were used by the Lehigh County Department of Health, and where they were critical to local policymakers. Brian excelled in everything he did while at Penn State, and I am very happy to make this award. Congratulations, Brian.
Hello. The winner of this year's Math Excellence Award is Joshua Masidi. Here's just one example of why we chose Joshua for this award. I teach a method called partial fractions in my class, which takes a rational function and breaks it down into bite-sized chunks. Joshua thought he could do better, and so he did. It's a very clever method. I like it. Congratulations, Josh, and good luck in the future.
I've had the pleasure of teaching, advising, and now mentoring our engineering student of the year. He is studying architectural engineering and will finish at University Park. He supports almost a perfect GPA, and he is interning this summer with one of our business partners. He is also participating in undergraduate research, designing scaffolding for historic structures. Please welcome me in acknowledging Joseph Fantuzzi, our Engineering Student of the Year.
Jennifer Vasquez is a marketing communication intern at a computer software company, and she's this year's recipient of the Marketing Management Outstanding Student Award. She has been involved on campus as a new student orientation leader and assistant coordinator. Jennifer was also an outside hitter for Penn State Lehigh Valley's volleyball team and center midfielder and captain of the first ever Penn State Lehigh Valley women's soccer team. She is a member of Sigma Beta Delta Honor Society and was awarded the John Fritz Sportsmanship Award during the soccer season. When Jennifer graduates, she will be the first college graduate in her family. Congratulations, Jennifer.
The IST Achievement Award is presented to a Penn State Lehigh Valley campus student who has achieved a cumulative GPA of at least 3.67, has earned at least 60 cumulative credits in the Information Sciences and Technology program by the end of his or her 5th semester, and has demonstrated outstanding leadership and academic achievement. This year's award winner is Dan Jelezinski. Dan has achieved much during his 4 years here at Penn State Lehigh Valley. He is not only an outstanding student, but a great volunteer and a tremendous human being as well. I cannot wait to see what Dan's future will bring at Johnson & Johnson. Congratulations, Dan, and all the best.
Sachelle Mendoza is a woman of strength, character, and grit. Moreover, Sachelle's ability to combine her creative and analytic communication skills will be valuable to future employers and clients. There is no doubt Seychelle's work ethic and upbeat spirit will propel her future career as a communication professional and entrepreneur. I am so pleased, proud, and honored to present Seychelle Mendoza as the Corporate Communication Outstanding Student. Congrats, Seychelle.
Hello, I'm Dr. Christian, Professor of English at Penn State Lehigh Valley, and it's my honor to present the English Department Award for Exceptional Achievement in Expository Writing to Amna Khan. The winning essay demonstrates a sophisticated analysis or interpretation of literature and exceptional mastery of voice, content, and form. The essay persuasively supports an original thesis and reflects critical thinking that goes beyond mere synthesis while exhibiting a firm mastery of the conventions of standard written English. Amna Khan is a sophomore business administration major at our campus. Her essay, The Everlasting Role of Traditional Values in the Georgian Era, was written for Dr. Cantalupo's honors composition class. Amna's paper interprets Jane Austen's classic novel, Pride and Prejudice, in terms of the manners and morals conventional in Austen's time period. Congratulations, Amna.
I am pleased to announce the Outstanding Student in Biobehavioral Health Award. The BBH Student Award is presented to the BBH student or students who have demonstrated exceptional academic achievement, scholarship, and leadership in the major. Our 2020 award recipients are Shira Muggle and Foddy Mamari. Shira is dedicated, ambitious, and high-achieving. She has been a new student orientation leader, official BBH ambassador, and a research intern at St. Luke's University Health Network, amongst other accomplishments. Shira conducted an undergraduate research study on electronic cigarette usage that was accepted for presentation at the Society of Public Health Education annual conference in 2020. She is respected by her professors for her commitment, passion, and strive for excellence. Foddy Mamari is high-achieving, self-motivated, and hardworking. 2 years ago, Foddy was the very first student to declare a major in our new BBH health degree program at Penn State Lehigh Valley and went on to serve as one of the first official BBH ambassadors. Foddy conducted an undergraduate research study on electronic cigarette usage that was accepted for presentation at the SOFI annual conference in 2020. He is respected by his professors for his enthusiasm, sense of humor, and outstanding performance.
It is my great honor to announce that this year's Arts Administration Award belongs to Elise Schaeffer. Elise's passion, dedication, and abundant enthusiasm for arts administration has been evidenced in the classroom, on campus, and in the community. Elise enthusiastically embarked upon the Spotted Lanternfly initiative, catapulted awareness of arts accessibility across the university, and continues to energize the arts through her work at Lehigh Valley Arts Council. Elise is a born leader, a compassionate and thoughtful human being, and a gifted and visionary artist. Congratulations again on this accomplishment, Elise.
I am thrilled to announce that Christina Reed is our 2020 Public Speaking Award winner. Tina is a rising sophomore and an RHS major. Her goal in life is to help people with chronic illnesses and adversity struggles, and to do so with respect and integrity. She is also a gifted and inspiring public speaker. Congratulations, Tina.
Every year, Penn State Lehigh Valley identifies a student who has overcome an obstacle of any kind with sheer determination, grit, and gumption to be our Heart of the Lion Award winner. And this year, it is Fatima Alba. Fatima, you have worked on the front lines during COVID-19 as an assistant manager at CVS. You self-funded your entire education. You volunteered with Launchbox Ladies, and recently you became a U.S. citizen. I admire you so much, and the committee unanimously voted you the Heart of the Lion Award winner. Congratulations. I cannot think of a person more poised for success than you.
Hello everyone, my name is Fatima Alba and I am the recipient for the Heart of the Lion Award. I want to start by thanking Penn State for this award. I'm very grateful and very excited to be receiving this award. My time at Penn State was one of the best college experiences I ever could ask for. I had the opportunity to work a full-time job as well as getting my studies. Penn State offered me the opportunity to be an unconventional student and have a schedule that aligned with my workplace. It was something that I was really looking forward to, and it just made my experience so much better. I want to start by thanking Dr. Gutgold, Dr. Mahalik, Professor Sandy Kyle, and Dr. Wolf for being the best mentors anybody can ask for. They were always there for me, and they always allowed me to grow and strive as a Penn Stater. Hard work really pays off, especially when you're a Penn Stater. Being an unconventional student can bring many challenges throughout the years, but I always had the support system to go through all the challenges. I'm very happy to be a Penn State graduate, and I'm so grateful that I had the experience that comes with being a Penn Stater. Always remember, we are Penn State. Thank you so much.
My name is Tom Dubriel, and I'm the Director of Student Affairs here at Penn State Lehigh Valley. It's my pleasure to award the Eric A. and Josephine S. Walker Award. The purpose of this award is to recognize a student from each Commonwealth campus whose outstanding qualities of character, scholarship, leadership, and citizenship have been directed into programs and services that have positively influenced fellow students and have contributed to the prestige and well-being of the campus and hence to the reputation of the university as a whole. As one of the nominators of this year's winner said, I believe that his outstanding qualities, his can-do attitude, assistance, leadership, and his willingness to offer help to all students has had a very positive impact. His participation in the development of programs that will continue beyond his time here at Penn State Lehigh Valley will leave a lasting impact on our campus community. It is my pleasure to present the Eric A. and Josephine S. Walker Award to Justin Honer. Congratulations, Justin.
Hello, fellow Penn Staters. I wanted to take a moment to thank the people who have influenced and gotten me to this point. I, of course, would not be who I am today without my parents and my family, but my Penn State family played a big role, too. Tiffany Cresswell, Tom Dubriel, Melissa Baker, Liz Kepner, and many others, to name a few. Growing up, my parents always placed a lot of value in giving back to the community, even if you didn't have much to give. I'm glad that was something that stuck with me over the years, and it's a passion of mine to encourage others to feel and do the same. We currently live in a very isolating and somewhat divisive time. Now more than ever, we should be working together and supporting not just our community, but others around us as well. Now is the time to test our mettle, to show the world what Penn Staters are about. Now is the time to get involved and help others. Now is the time to give back. We are going to pull through this together. We are going to represent the Penn State community. We are going to encourage others to feel and do the same. We are Penn State.
I could not be prouder of our students. The academic and personal achievements are why I am so passionate about education and its life-changing impact. We know success takes a village. Behind every talented student is a group of family members, friends, faculty, and staff supporting them. You are now a part of the largest active alumni base in the world, 700,000 Penn Staters, who will support you throughout your entire career, no matter where you go. Before we conclude today's event, please note the President's Freshman Award winners and the President's Spark Award winners are printed in the program along with the names of the Honor Society students. A very heartfelt congratulations to each of you.
And thank you, Dr. Richardson. It's been a great pleasure being your MC tonight. Thank you again for joining us tonight. And remember, we are Penn State.